discussion about it. That wasn't a question, Christopher. You said you gave a proof that you're not apparently not confident enough to actually have a talk about it. So if you want to come back and get that link and come in, you're welcome. But you're not welcome to just drive by evangelize. Have the courage of your convictions. Come strong to the mic. Have it take and don't suck, as Jim Rome at least used to say. I don't even know if Jim Rome is still out there. I used to listen to Romy back in the day. Switch, if you want to come back in and tell me why you're pissed at me, you're welcome. Shailene is coming in. Shailene, you're live on Late Night in the Heartland. What's on your mind?
My volume.
You're good. Your sound's good.
So listening to you, and
You're breaking up really, really badly.
the book of Revelation seems to be coming to life right now. And who is doing that? Is it the cabal? Is it weather modification? Or is it God?
Shailene,
And
your question broke up. Please repeat your question.
the question is, who's making the book of Revelations seem to come to life right now? Is it man?
First of all, it's
Is
not
it
the book
cabal?
of Revelations, it's the book of Revelation. There's no S there.
Oh, sorry.
And I would suggest to you that, I would ask you, is the book of Revelation really coming true? Or do the people that believe it's coming true, do they have a confirmation bias in everything that happens and saying that it's true? And then you're frozen, so I'll add this. What if the people that wrote the book of Revelation had some knowledge of history and they kind of rewrote it? Shailene, you're freezing and breaking up. You might want to call back in. You asked a good question. And you were very polite, so if you want to call back in. Spaz, I can
I'm
hear you
here.
now.
Okay, I'm gonna stand here. Listen, I think they wrote the Bible. They can do whatever they want. I think they
I agree with
a
you.
lot of and we found out that they've lied to us for our whole lives. So why would we believe written in the Bible all these stories? But of course,
I agree with you.
we want to be like, just in case Jesus is real. It is real, not Israel.
Right.
We want to make sure we're doing the right thing. We don't want to denounce him, right? They have us stuck in such this hard place to be in. It's almost like they're making us crazy. Like back in the 1800s, why did they have all of these state asylums? And now they got rid of them, and they're making everyone.
They are.
But
It's
I'm
crazy,
just.
isn't it?
And the other thing is, they can make up whatever shit they want, right? We always, our Father who art in heaven, God. And then, where did Yahweh come? All of a sudden, it's like God and Yahweh.
Good questions.
Okay? That, just one, and who said it? I'm sorry, I'll stop talking.
Good
I want
question,
answers.
Shailene. Well, there aren't any answers. I think you've hit it on the head. It's all a control matrix that's trying to herd us into believing what they want us to believe. And they're lying to us. They're lying to us. They dropped off again. Mark, I welcome you to call in. I don't welcome you to spam the chat. I'm gonna put you in timeout. The link is right there. All you have to do is come in and share your thoughts. But you have to have the courage of your convictions. You have to be willing to come in and talk. Jameis says it's a head game. And I believe it. You know, I thought Josephus was the worst proof, but Jesus is mentioned in the Quran is going to move to the top of the list. We know Jesus was real because he was mentioned in the book written by the Muslims. We know Batman's real. He's in the DC universe, I think, because they mentioned him over in the Marvel universe. It's sort of like one comic book moving to another comic book. Alright, you can call in and ask anything, but I ask you to be very cautious and not to use the N-word that you used in your comment. But you're certainly welcome to call in. I love to talk about UFOs. I love to talk about Antarctica. So you're certainly welcome to click the link and come in and discuss those things, but we have to be compliant with the demands of the platform. So feel free to call in and discuss that if you'd like to. I have to put out its comment on the screen. It's still coming soon. No. They lie to you once. Maybe you think everybody has a bad day. But they lie to you for 2 months, 2 years, 2 decades. If you found the found the youth, they lie to you for 200 years. By the time you get to 2,000, I happen to think it's only 1,000, but by the time you get to 1,000 years, when do you start saying, wait a minute, maybe this is a lie. Maybe this isn't true. As a Christian, I think it might be time to start asking yourself that question. If you're a Christian, I'm not a Christian anymore. Just ask it. It's like, wow. Surfer Goy has joined the stream. You're with us, Surfer Goy. What's on your mind?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect. Wall to wall, treetop tall.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on. I chatted with you once before I joined the stream, and I caught the tail end of you chatting about spacecraft and I think some mountain in Europe where...
The Untersberg.
Yes, Untersberg. Man, I can't stop reading about that. That's a cool story. Supernatural and extraterrestrial unexplainable phenomenon just really piqued my interest. So, yeah, I'd love to hear these topics talked about. And I know you talk about Christianity a lot. I also love hearing you talk about this stuff too, because I feel that you're pretty knowledgeable about it, at least more than I am. But I just recently learned about Antarctica and how Operation, I think it was there's Paperclip and Hydro. I think it was Paperclip that Admiral Byrd went to Antarctica.
That was high jump.
Oh, that was Hydro, okay. I find that crazy that they went for supposedly research purposes, yet took all this, I don't know, aircraft carriers, aircrafts,
A full battle group.
yeah, like, and I think he made a statement somewhere that it was for military purposes.
He did a full interview down in South America on his way back, and he told the world that they were confronted by a superior force with flying saucers, and they destroyed several of their ships. And by the way, my dad was a yeoman to the captain of the USS Henderson, a battleship that was in that flotilla. And Cynthia, my wife, her dad was a yeoman to Admiral Byrd himself. So both of our fathers were involved in Operation High Jump.
Whoa, what is it, yeoman?
The yeoman
Yo,
is. Did you ever
man.
see Star Trek? Well, the yeoman is basically the captain's personal assistant.
Oh, so he's like a secretary.
Stories from them.
Unfortunately, I wasn't awoke yet. Ari Espelcanos, are you a coward? Here's the link. Come on in if you want to chat, but feel free to not spam the chat anymore. So no, I asked my dad once. He got Alzheimer's, and he said it's right there, but I can't get it. So unfortunately, I didn't get to hear any of his stories, and Cynthia said that her dad just absolutely refused to talk about it.
Oh my gosh, that is tragic. Like it was on the tip of his tongue, but he couldn't access memory. Wow.
Right, he died less than 6 months later, so he was pretty much gone by then, unfortunately.
Oh my condolences.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, it's that gets me so excited. I never. Sorry, not your dad's death, but I mean the Admiral Byrd story.
Absolutely.
This is incredible. No one talks about this in the mainstream. I didn't learn this growing up in school. This is incredible. So.
And I think there's a reason, Surfer Goy. I happen to believe that one of the reasons why they're setting up all the whole thing, J.D. Vance to Pete Hegseth to all the Christian preachers, aliens are demons, is because there is an armada out there that is standing by to assist humanity when we decide to stand up to this Judeo-Christian theory, the old blood magic mind control matrix. They won't come back to save us, but they'll come back to help us when we decide to start doing what we're supposed to be doing, and not until.
Wow. And, oh my God, you just finished my train of thought. This is what I came to the conclusion to earlier today. I was watching different videos about Admiral Byrd, those operations, the Brill Society, this guy on YouTube, Robert Sepper. And that's kind of the conclusion that I came to myself today. I don't know, maybe I something brought it up, maybe I've heard it before, but that sounds logical, reasonable, that, you know, they developed this incredible technology that nobody else had, and they understood the value in it and how they could not let it fall into the wrong hands, and they decided to forego Germany, I guess, to, you know, save their most elite, as well as their most elite people and technology.
And they ran out of time, Surfer Goy. And you mentioned Operation Paperclip, and most people think that all of the great German scientists got thwarted via Operation Paperclip, but the reality is that Operation Paperclip was at best the scrubs, because when Adolf Hitler disappeared, over 20,000 of the elite German scientists disappeared with him. So all they got
They're all
was the
shapeshifters, that's
scrubs.
fine.
Maybe not Werner von Braun, and most people don't realize that Werner von Braun was an SS officer. So I think that's what's up, and I think you're right on. And by the way, Robert Sepper is a brilliant researcher. I made him mad one day in my chat. He hasn't talked to me since. I've apologized publicly, and Robert Sepper is a great researcher.
Oh, wow. Yeah, great videos on those topics from him. And,
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm thinking that the guys that TOS brought on board to work on technology here, those are not the, those are like you said, the struts. And I'm hoping that the OPC escaped, like you said, thousands of them. I think you said 20,000.
At least 20,000 being conservative. Some say as many as 200,000, but at least 20,000.
Yeah, so hopefully they're all out there and they've been in their own kind of walled off, guarded and needed, and are doing, just like you said, waiting for the right time to come back and assist us, you know, because they can't just come now, or they can't load their load early. They gotta.
And they don't want to be saviors. They don't want to come back for people that